Welcome back. In episode 3 of our sauna build, we're moving back inside to run our off-grid electrical, insulate, wrap, and more. After a quick trip up to the North Shore and a successful grouse hunt with Nala, we're back at it, taking advantage of a beautiful fall day to cure the stove. This is our medium-sized Kuma stove. I put the chimney and stove cap on temporarily for this initial burn, which will cure the paint and burn off all the paint fumes. With the fire bricks and grate in, we'll light this baby up. And then we'll do a third burn. It smells amazing. Last one's going to be this morning. It fired right up. I tell you what, if you could smell this stove and this smoke, this gives me renewed hope. I've got supports for the upper bench built into the walls. So this is like, I can't remember what it is, 40 inches down from the ceiling. So that's the perfect height for an upper bench. And then there will be a lower bench on the back side. The upper bench is going to wrap around the back and this side. So 2 layers of upper bench. The stove is sitting here. It's a corner mount. It's the same size as this piece of cardboard, so that's where we're going to put it, right in the corner. And we'll have this 5-foot by 20-inch window. On the floor, I've got 2 layers of 2x4s, so I can put my cement floor in, and it's going to drain to the center of this hot room, and I've got that right there where X marks the spot. I just drew a line from corner to corner, and in the middle of the room is where my drain's going to be. It'll be perfect. On the corners, I have 2x4s exposed so that it'll accept the cedar from both sides. I've got something to hammer into. All 4 corners. You can put boards nailed up to there. This side as well. This is where my candle window will be. I've got the ceiling in. This side is the changing room, and it will have a vaulted ceiling. It'll make it look bigger. And the hot room, I've got a 7-foot ceiling to hold that heat in. So that will have a ceiling, a normal ceiling. That's just going to be blank space up there. Okay, I've got it pretty well cleaned out, except for a few tools that I had in here to do my electrical work. I did rough it in for wiring. So when you come in, there's a switch, a dimmer switch for the light up top in the vaulted ceiling. And it all comes in through a GFI outlet. I've got a couple switches here, one for the under bench rope lighting, and then one for just a mason jar light up top, just in case I need to come in clean or anything like that. That'll be dimmable too. And it's all because this is a portable building. I've got it coming through a shoreline inlet. So it's not a permanent building. Only need it probably in the winter time where I need electricity. Otherwise it's always sunny in the summer, it seems like. But my electrical current will come in through there, and I've already tested it out. It works awesome. So there we go. Next up, I'll be putting insulation in. And I just ordered the tempered glass for the hot room window and the candle window, and then the sauna door window, little 12x12 windows. So all right, today is insulation day. There, so I've got this boxed in for the chimney support. Well, the 6-inch pipe comes up to here, and then there's a transition piece where it turns into an 8-inch pipe, and then you have to have 2 inches on each side of that 8-inch pipe. That's why this is a 12-inch square. So 8 plus the 4 on each side, and then we'll cut a hole through the ceiling when we get there. R13. I'll put another layer through here and make it R26. Yeah, it won't fall down now. Baling twine.
Fancy. Awesome. Yeah. Looks great with the window in it. Woo! Nice. Doors in.
I had to special order the soffit, and that finally came into Menards. So I've got that installed. I'll have a little bird box end here that I'll finish trimming out. But yeah, this turned out pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with it. 12 inches wide. Fit just perfect. I think that's going to be just fine. That bird box kind of finishes this off, makes it look nice and neat, covers all these ends. Boy, that one fits nice. Yeah, let's see. Perfect. Well, it's early in the morning here. I'm starting to put the foil up. Basically, I took a roll of the bubble wrap foil, and they're 25 feet long, and I just had enough to go around one wall to the corner, all the way around, unrolled it, stapled it every so often. I had to go around an outlet there to the door. So I'll just have to put a little piece in there at some point. But the next step will be coming up over the ceiling and down. That might be a little more tricky, but we'll give it a go. There, it's actually going up pretty easy. I thought it would be a lot tougher to try to unroll that, but it's not a very heavy piece of fabric, I guess. That foil stuff, it's pretty lightweight. I'm just unrolling it and stapling as I go. Took me about an hour, hour and a half to fully enclose the hot room with this aluminum bubble wrap foil vapor barrier. I used 3 rolls, 3 25-foot rolls, and this is an 8x8 room, actually about 7.6 by 7.6. So I bought 4 rolls. It looks like I gotta take one back. Pretty awesome. Now I'll just tape the corners, tape all the seams with aluminum foil tape. There, totally sealed and taped hot room around the couple of outlet boxes that I had. GFI outlet. Oh, and Terry put some Kills primer down to seal the floor too. Screen treated, but still, we're going to seal this baby up. It is perfectly sealed hot box now. Well, it's about 45 degrees outside, and Terry's going to prime the outside of the building, so I turned our hot room into a little heating room, so if she gets cold outside, she can come in and heat up or warm up. I'm going to start working on this drain. I got to finish one bird box outside, and then I'll start working on the floor here. So, beginning stages of the sauna, hot room. Look at that.
Nice.
Perfect.
Good deal.
Now have to, my little mess up here.
What do you need to do?
Well, originally my X was right in the middle of a joist, and I started cutting without even thinking, so I also have to put some silicone in there. I might have to trim it out a little bit more just so I can get my Durock around there. So I've got my floor drain in, I've got the hole cut, I've got a board around there a little bit so it'll sit nice and deep. My sleepers are all cut and positioned. I'm going to glue them down and nail them down too. But it seems like a lot of these processes take a long time. And in between projects, when I'm going from, say, the bird box to the soffit to the floor, you sit and think about how you want to complete the next project, how you want to start it, how you want it to look. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that book, Sauna Times, the Sauna book by Glenn Auerbach, is an excellent book, and I refer to it daily. But as Glenn says, you want this to be a process and to be a journey, and you kind of make everything. You can follow his instructions, but you want to make everything your own. You want to customize whatever you can, and that's what I'm doing a lot of. And the YouTube videos I see, everybody does it different. So the basics, putting the foil on and taping it, and that stuff you got to do right. But you can make the sizes whatever size you want. You can put whatever brick you want down for the floor for the stove. You can do whatever style sleepers you want. So yeah, it's been fun. Some of it takes longer than I wanted. Some of it goes quicker. And there's a lot of satisfying moments when things come together. So, all right. So next is glue down the patio block. Boy, stuff doesn't go on as good when it's cold. Oof, those are heavy. There. All right, got the caulk down. Great. Put some great stuff down there. All right, let's lay her down. Definitely got a downward slope here. I'm gonna get a straight edge and just make sure I'm following my sleeper patterns here. Okay, I think I will be careful about getting too far back in there. I want this grate foam to firm up and provide a little stability in there. So we're going to do that. Okay, moment of truth. I transferred my measurements from my floor drain onto my Durarock. Let's see if I got it right. Hey, not too bad. We'll just cut that mesh out. So last night I put these outer boards down and I sprayed grate foam underneath there after I put adhesive on all the runners. And I'll tell you what, that grate stuff really seals up firm. I can walk on this and there's no bounce to it at all. That is the ticket. I gotta put that thin set coat over the top of this yet. And yeah, I'll get that. That'll look nice. I think I'll trim a little bit more off here though. So with these runners, I did feed them through the table saw, and they start off at about 3/4 of an inch thick at the outer edge, and they taper down to 0 right by the drain. So everything's sloped down towards the drain. So I've got this vinyl patch mixture here, and it's, tell you what, it takes a little tiny bit of water to, goes a long ways. But I'm going to fix this area right here first with some really thick stuff, and then I will skim coat everything else with a very light coat of mixture. So, all right, here we go. I'm actually gonna just remember, I'm not a professional. I'm leaving for North Dakota on a hunting trip for a week, so now this stuff will be able to set up for a long time. I want to try to trowel this stuff on to the sideboards here. I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to wet it. I don't know if this trowel's going to work or not. It's pretty thin, pretty soupy. I think I'm going to have to hand apply it.
With the behind-the-scenes work completed, we're ready for some significant transformation. Stay tuned for episode 4. We're rounding the backstretch and can see the finish line. Thanks for watching The Retriever Nation.